Good day everyone, I'm Hurley of RFI Reviews here, back at it again with the review for the KZ ZS12 Pro X. Yan. Okay, before we proceed, I'd like to thank Keep Hi-Fi for sending this unit to me in a in an exchange for a very honest and unbiased review. Rest assured na katulad din naman ng lahat ng reviews ko, lagi naman siyang honest and transparent kasi para win-win sa everyone and at the same time hindi siya hassle sa akin, of course. Okay? And ayun nga, welcome back Keep Hi-Fi because it's been a while since nung narinig ko sila ulit. Oo. Yeah, I am genuinely surprised nung kumontak sila sa akin through email na to review this IEM. It is very very random and very unexpected on my end na nakita ko 'yun. Okay? So ayun nga, proceed na tayo. Si KZCS12 Pro X is a new, I think it's the newest IEM from KZ or one of the newest IEMs from KZ, which is surprising to me. Bakit? Kasi they named it agad na ZS12 Pro X. 'Di ba? ZS12 Pro X. As far as I know, walang ZS12 na previous na ito to begin with. AS12 ang alam kong meron. So it is kinda unusual to me na may ZS12 na ZS12 Pro X na agad. Where's the Pro version? Where's the ZS12 Pro? Pero ayun, I may be living under the rock na hindi ko alam yun, but I guess it doesn't really matter since, it's KZ. KZ tends to release IEMs monthly. At times, weekly, every other week pa nga eh. So, it's nothing really new. Oo, wala. Na-curious lang ako as to why na ganun. But well, yan, here's the packaging. Your usual bog standard KZ packaging. And at the same time, I thought na parang nagbago na sila ng packaging nila. Kasi as we all know sa previous review, yung KZAS10, yes, this is the AS10, yeah. Diba? The AS10 Pro is mas sleek yung packaging niya. Hindi na usual na parang ganito. But that's okay. It's just a packaging lang din naman. Yung accessories, however, it's still the same usual KZ. Nothing new here. Tapos, ayun, yung pinadala sa akin is yung may mic version. Yung mic version niya is clear naman. I mean, yung mic itself, mic quality. It is clear. Walang nothing noteworthy. Na i-note ko dun. Walang bago. Ayan, it does the job. The cable is still the same. Cable quality. The ear tips quality is still the same, yung usual na malambot na recent. Okay? And ayun, here's the IEM itself. Yung, 'di ba? Pogi, matte finish. Matte finish 'yan. And walang switches din pala yung pinadala sa akin, but I believe na may switch neto. Pero ayun, yung walang switch yung pinadala sa akin. It's okay din. It's beneficial to me rin. Kasi most people na nagtatanong sa akin, ang tinatanong nila is if meron akong review about sa non-switch version. Oo. And apparently, onting IEMs lang yata yung dumating sa akin before na KZ na walang switch. So, this is a new thing. Pero ayan yung KZ DS12 Pro X. Diba? Very, very matte. Matte yung finish niya. And full metal. That is full metal. To me, it is full metal kasi may time sobrang lamig dun sa environment na sinuotan ko nito and nag-reflect talaga sa tenga ko kagad. Malamig. So, I believe this is full metal talaga. Yan, very sturdy. Very hefty actually. Kasing bigat niya actually yung ito halos, itong AS10 Pro. Actually, mas magaan pa nga ito ng onte compared dito. Very hefty to. Very matibay. But, ayun nga, tingnan nyo mabuti yung paint finish niya. See? Yung paint finish niya is katulad sa Moondrop. Moondrop Aria. Yung pinakaunang Moondrop Aria na hindi bullet type. If you know, you know. May Aria na bullet type before and it was nice nung time niya. Pero ayun, yung kilala natin na Aria, ganito rin yung paint finish niya. So, hindi ko sure and I am leaning sa mas realistic side na magpe-paint chip to over time pag ginagamit lagi. Or under certain conditions. Or kung halimbawang yung pawis ng gagamit is acidic. Oo. Or pawisin yung gagamit. This will paint chip talaga. It will paint chip. Definitely, it will paint chip over time compared sa ibang items. But hey, at least, hindi siya fingerprint and smudge magnet. Matte finish, diba? Yun, give or take. To me, ang ano ko dun, ang opinion ko about this one, it would have been nice if iniwan na lang nila na brushed raw finish to. Oo, tas nilagay na lang ng coating. It would have been a better look din, in my opinion. Kasi, yung faceplate niya itself is kamukha na ng ZS series like GSN, GS10, di ba? So, mas parang alam mo yun, mas parang distinctive, mas parang kakaiba if full raw finish lang to tas naka clear coat. Would have been nice. Pero there's that, andito na to eh. Oo, in terms of fit, comfort and isolation sa akin, wala naman siyang problems. Oo. Pero if I were to nitpick, hindi siya snug sa tenga ko. Probably because dahil sa nozzle. Oo, yung banda dito sobrang haba kasi sa tenga ko. But probably sa tenga ko lang naman yun. Yung fit and comfort niya is still the same KZ na it it is fine, it does the job done. Oo, it does the job well rather. Comfortable naman and all. Pero yun nga, if I were to nitpick, hindi siya super snug sa fit ko. May times nagwawobble pa rin siya sa tenga ko. Okay, sa drivability, madali lang naman siya ma-drive. Kahit sa phone direct, straight up. Yung as usual, the more na power na ilalagay mo, meron siyang additional benefit to it but not really a night and day difference. So ayun, si ZS12 Pro X, as far as I know, is a 6 drivers per side, bali parang 5 BA and 1 DD. Correct me if I'm wrong on that kasi hindi ako gano'n nagbabasa talaga ng specs. Ng IEMs. Ang inaano ko talaga in after ko is yung practical, which is yung tunog. So, ayun, anong tunog ng KZZS12 Pro X? Do take note that this is a $65 set. So, within $70 or around 3,500 or 4,000 pesos itong KZZS12 Pro X. Do take note of that, ha? The KZZS12 Pro X is a V-shaped siya. V-shaped sounding set. This is nothing new sa KZ kasi most of their sets are V-shaped or even U-shaped, if you may. However, I can confidently say na this is their most refined set in terms of tonal and technical performance. Actually, lalo na sa technical performance, this is a great competitor doon. So, isa-isain muna natin from the bass to technical perf. Okay? So, sa bass, yung bass nito is well-controlled, elevated, pero hindi siya bass head level. Sobrang controlled ng bass nito. This is a mid-bass dominant set. Mid-bass talaga, like, ramdam mo yung punch, yung linis, yung texture, yung detail. No. Sobrang, mabilis din, pero hindi naman sobrang bilis na parang kulang. In my opinion, in most genres na na-try ko, from the EDMs, the pops, the metal, ayun, heavy, brutal death metal pa yan. Hindi naman siya nagkulang to my liking. But do take note na kung halimbawa nasanay ka sa bass ng like, let's say, 7Hz legato, Tang Zeus 1 and V, or yung mga, KZX, HBB Hades, or yung mga IEMs na bassy or bass head talaga, yung tuning. But at the same time, yung gamit nila is like, yung 1DD lang for that bass, probably hindi mo preferred yung gantong type ng bass, in my opinion, kasi makukulangan ka kasi wala siya nung sloppy, lingering sub-bass na bass, okay? Wala siya nun, okay? So, moving on sa mids. As for the mids naman, it is clear. Sure, it is recessed, pero hindi naman sobrang drowned. Hindi siya drowned to begin with, and meron siyang warmth, which means na yung lower mids niya is may slight thickness to it. Hindi ko din siya matag na parang meron talagang mid-bass bleed kasi kahit busy yung tracks, walang like, alam mo yun, wala siyang parang ano bang tamang term? Wala, hindi siya nalulunod, ayan. Hindi siya nalulunod, hindi nagiging sloppy yung mids, lalo na yung lower mids sa male vocals and lower mids instruments. Oo, wala siyang problem doon. May times pa nga may times pa nga nagiging smooth talaga eh. Depende sa recording actually. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa upper mids. Yung upper mids niya, it is elevated, of course, and leans to the slightly brighter side. Pero yung tuning dito ni KZ is well done when it comes to handling the upper frequencies kasi hindi siya tuned na maging sibilant. No, in my opinion, hindi siya tuned na maging sibilant. So as the AS10 din naman eh. Hindi siya tuned na maging sibilant, hindi siya tuned na maging piercing unlike nung older KZ sets like the ZST, ZSN, ZSN Pro, ZSN Pro X, ZS10 Pro, ayan. Hindi siya tuned na maging parang nakakairita yung upper frequencies. But at the same time kasi, no offense, but KZ haven't fixed the BA timbre sa IEMs nila yet. They haven't fixed that completely. So, yung just like the AS10 Pro, yung ZS12 Pro X is meron siyang BA timbre na alam mo yun, nagkakaroon ng additional emphasis sa consonants. Oo. So, kahit yung tuning niya is not meant to be sibilant, not meant to be harsh, or not meant to be bright, nagkakaroon ng excessive na parang mild sibilants or peaks, lalo na sa mga very sibilant prone tracks, yung mga crispy talaga yung pagkaka-record. For example, yung sa Pussycat Dolls, yung Stick With You, yan, Travis Scott, Adele, ayan, meron siyang BA timbre doon. Dahil dun sa BA itself na gamit ng KZ and hindi sa tuning. But, you know me, I can be wrong. Okay? Pwede akong magkamali dyan. Pero ayun kasi yung findings ko sa cases ngayon. This set, wala talaga siyang natural na sibilance. Ayan, wala siyang nature na tuned or hindi siya tuned na maging sibilant. Pero ayun nga, nagkakaroon ng mild peaks and harshness or sibilance or mild sibilance dahil dun sa BA timbre niya. And yan rin yung findings ko sa treble niya. Speaking of treble, yung treble niya, it is well extended. Oo, hindi rin siya tuned to be sibilant or any harsh. Hindi siya tuned na ganun. Pero dahil sa BA timbre niya, nagkakaroon ng konting ganun. But don't get me wrong, hindi talaga siya deal breaker to me. Oo, pero probably sa iba, lalo na sa mga very sensitive, yung tenga sa treble, oo, or sa upper frequencies na extra or sa bright sounding sets, magkakaroon kayo ng parang like slight problem dito. Pero hindi naman siya kasing lala ng ZST that time na super peaky and sibilant. Oh well, depende sa inyo yan, depende sa tenga. Basta sa akin, I can confidently say na hindi siya tuned na maging sibilant. Missed opportunity lang talaga yun sa BA driver niya. Okay? Napunta tayo sa kung saan talaga nag-excel or parang nanibago ako sa KZ recently, which is yung technical performance. Recently, yung technical performance ng KZs are well done. Sobrang well done nila for their respective price points. Hindi na sila kulelat dun. Okay? And it really shows dito din sa ZS12 Pro X. Yung ZS12 Pro X, sobrang linis and sobrang precise ng technical performance niya. Sure, yung soundstage niya is yung usual bug standard na wide, na may magandang height and depth yung soundstage. Yung technical performance niya pagdating sa imaging, layering and separation is sobrang precise. Well done. Hindi naiiwan or hindi nagkakaroon ng magulo talaga if like i-play mo siya na may kasamang busy passages or pakinggan mo siya sa mga busy passages or sa heavy tracks. Never siya nagkaroon ng parang haywire or naging tunog congested sa tenga ko. Okay? For its price, hands down talaga dun. Ang sobrang solid ng technical performance ng KZ IEMs lately, lalo na ayun, especially dito sa ZS12 Pro X. Walang problem sa technical performance if yun yung after mo. Okay, so saan siya magandang i-compare? I-compare natin siya sa yung mga kapresyo niya. Okay? So, una nating i-compare siya dito sa ano, sa okay, dito sa Tanch Gym for You na naka-monitor. Of course, dahil na naka-monitor siya, monitor filter, flat yung tunog ng Tanch Gym for You. And very evident yung sub-bass roll-off niya compared dito sa sa GS12 Pro X. Yung mids ng Tanch Gym for You is mas open. And hindi siya recessed compared dito sa GS12 Pro X. But at the same time kasi, since flat nga yung tunig niya, pag naka-monitoring mode, yung mids niya is thin. Sobrang, ayun, manipis siya for most people. Okay, while dito, sa GS12 Pro X is merong warmth, may kapal talaga. As for the treble, mas extended yung sa GS12 Pro X, pero yung amount ng detail retrieval nila is nearly the same. Sa technical performance, bawi yung KZ GS12 Pro X but not by a mile or a night and day. Mostly halata na mas maganda yung soundstage ng GS12 Pro X compared sa Tanch Gym for You. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa dito sa AS10. Basically, yung AS10 din kasi is merong BA timbre, pero yun nga kasi, AS10 is a full BA IEM. So, kahit pa paano forgivable pa siya sa price niya. Pareho sila, mas base ito. Definitely, mas base yung AS10 Pro. Oo. But at the same time, nandun yung BA character niya wherein may times kulang ng dynamics. Yan ba yung tamang term? Oo, correct me if I'm wrong. Kulang ng dynamics and parang kulang ng slam. Ng punch yung base niya compared dito sa ZS12 Pro X. Ito kasi is mainly sa base chunky yung tunog niya. L-shaped, okay, or V-shaped if you may. Yung mids niya is mas detailed dito sa ZS12 Pro X when compared dito, but not by a mile. Yung yung treble niya is mas extended dito but not by a mile as well. And ayun nga, mas halata yung BA timbre dito sa AS10 Pro dahil full BA siya eh. And at the same time, full BA siya. And ayun nga, at the same time, 5 BA. I believe 5 BA set per side do. So, ma-emphasis talaga yung BA timbre niya given na hindi pa naayos ni KZ yun ngayon. Technical performance, actually, mas better yung ZS12 Pro X eh. But not by a mile and understandable kasi yung differences nilang dalawa price-wise is around $20 tops. Oo, $20, $25, $30. So, ayun. Pero you're not missing out din naman if may AS10 Pro ka or if mas gusto mo yung AS10 Pro. It's just that na pag pinag-compare mo sila side by side, mas better yung technical performance netong CS12 Pro X. Okay? Now, compare natin siya dito sa EA500LM. Well, yung EA500LM, kasi, they are nearly the same, lalo na sa technical performance, they go toe-to-toe talaga dyan. Pareho sila na all-rounder, yun, pareho sila na kahit anong genre yung ibato mo, okay lang, more than enough, maganda yung tunog. But at the same time, kasi, yung tonal performance nitong ZS12 Pro X is somewhat, hindi siya makasabay in terms of richness, if you may. Oo, alam mo yun, yung parang, hindi makasabay, lalo na yung mids niya eh. May something sa mids niya na parang hindi makasabay. Probably yun yung recession nung mids, na hindi siya makasabay sa ganda ng tonality ng EA500LM. Oo. So, overall, if we're talking about same price, mas refined din, mas better option yung EA500LM. Yun nga lang, mas bright siya. And, mas bright siya. But at the same time, hindi gaano iwan eh. They go toe-to-toe talaga eh. They're both technically competent. Tas ayun nga, mas maganda yung quality ng accessories ng EA500LM for the same price. So, ayun, it really depends on you kung ano yung mas pipiliin mo dyan. Personally, I'd prefer the EA500LM for this price. But probably, just like most cases din naman, kapag nag-sale sila, it's a banger. Mas mura, like literal na 50% at times, yung price slash, o 'di ba? Di sulit dun if nangyari yung time na yun, or makukuha mo ng mura yung ZS12 Pro X compared sa E500LM, if and only if makukuha mo siya ng mas mura. Okay? So anong verdict ko dito? Well, ZS12 Pro X undeniably is one again, katulad naman lagi ng in a KZ fashion, this is currently the best KZ na nasubukan ko and experience ko. This is true to their homage na ganito talaga yung tunog ng KZ. You love it or you hate it, depende sa iyo yun. Depende sa preference mo. However, kasi if we're talking about the bigger picture, kasi hindi lang naman KZ yung IEM within this price range under $100. Yung tonality niya is somewhat nothing to write home about, or walang wow factor, which is yun yung hinahanap mostly ng customers ngayon, ng hobbyist, na may wow factor for this price, for that price, for kung ano yung makukuha mo sa price na yun. And Casey, well, perfected na nila yung tonality. Oo, aside dun sa sinabi kong BA timbre ng ng BA drivers nila. Pero ayun nga kasi, wala siyang like wow factor. Oo, konti lang din naman yung taong appreciate na katulad ko ng magandang technical performance, and doon for sure nag-excel tong ZS12 Pro X. So kung mare-recommend ko lang tong ZS12 Pro X if and only if 1, fan ka ng KZ, 2, gusto mo ng all-rounder na maganda yung build quality kahit na konti yung accessories, and 3, ang gusto mo lang is yung technical performance mainly, and hindi mo priority yung tonality. Oo. And ayaw mo ng sobrang bright. Ayan. That's the best way to put it. If yung conditions mo is nandun and lahat na met, edi ZS12 Pro X is for you sa price na yan. But if anong tawag doon, if you want something na parang alam mo yun, all-rounder siya, but at the same time hindi siya parang meh yung tonality, there are better sets, lalo na yung mga sets na leaning sa Harman sounding, sa U-shape, Harman target. Definitely, they're much, much better, diba? If yun yung usapan. Pero yun, if you're a technical junkie like me, mahilig sa technicalities and such, the ZS12 Pro X is a solid recommendation. Yan. And that ends my review for the KZ ZS12 Pro X. Actually, anong tawag doon, I've been doing this na side by side talaga sila, kasi the AS10 Pro and the ZS12 Pro X are really good sets for KZ IM ngayon. Oo. Sa mga nagtatanong dyan, if papadalan ako ng AS24 Pro, I am not sure kasi wala pang mo-contact sa akin about it. But if ever napadadalan man ako nun, I'd prefer it na walang switches. Kasi marami nagtatanong sa akin about sa non-switch versions ng KZ. And at the same time, mas streamlined and mas napapadali yung pagko-compare and pagre-review ng KZ-IM. So actually, in my opinion, kung like tatanungin ni KZ kung ano yung gusto kong tanggalin or improve sa kanila, probably the switches, just ditch it and i-hone na lang nila kung ano yung talaga nila target na sound nila sa IEMs na gagawin nila. And yung accessories, please, like come on, kahit man lang sana hard case, di ba? Kano lang hard case, most people would really appreciate that. Okay, and yung 2-pin, yes, please, just remove the QDC pin. Mag 2-pin na lang sila na yung katulad ng good old days na B-pin. Which is nandito sa EDC Pro. Pero sa next review na to, this is a good set. This is a really good set sa price niya. Sobrang mura na nito and sobrang ganda ng tonality niya for that price. Ayun, na polar opposites, different prices. Okay, so that ends my review. See you on the next one.